Do you want to hear something crazy about Aston Villa? Aston Villa have made it into the 5th round of the FA Cup for the first time since 2015. With a club of that size, that stature isn't good enough, but they were certainly good enough yesterday against Tottenham. And I thought, yesterday I was watching Aston Villa and I thought, they look brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I could not make this video because they really impressed me yesterday. From their starting 11 to the manager substitutions to the players that come off the bench, everybody was on it, sharp, moving the ball well. It was just a beautiful performance from Aston Villa. And Tottenham didn't look great, but I want to give credit to Aston Villa because I think they didn't allow Tottenham to get into any flow whatsoever. But Aston Villa did win out 2-1 winners, and I kind of feel like that scoreline flatters Tottenham a little bit because Aston Villa were just simply brilliant. It was an excellent performance from minute one. Villa raced out the blocks and kind of caught Tottenham by surprise, and I think that set the tone for the game, that Villa are here to win this game of football, and they certainly did. Villa obviously had a game plan from minute one. Drive at Tottenham, let's get at them. They're defensively weak, let's get at their backline, and that showed from minute one. Aston Villa went 1-0 up, and he got a bit fortunate with the goal. I understand that it was kind of a keeper's error, but you earn your own luck. And from minute one, Aston Villa set the tone of the game that they were going to take control of this game. They were going to get at Tottenham, and that showed when they opened the scoring in the first couple of minutes. Jacob Ramsey is getting better and better each game. He's starting to add more maturity and intelligence into his game with his off-ball movement, running inside that left half space, inside that channel. Caused Tottenham a bit of problems. Yes, he got a bit fortuitous with the goal, but Jacob Ramsey and Morgan Rogers' movement caused Tottenham a lot of problems. They didn't know whether to step forward in their backline or have their midfielders dropping off. The way they found pockets of space was a tactical plan, and that's set by Unai Emery. Now, Villa do this quite often. They often have their left midfielder coming inside and attacking the half space because what they want to do is simply form a box in midfield with, and yesterday it was Yuri Tielemans, John McGinn, and then Morgan Rogers and Jacob Ramsey. And it's so difficult for the opponents to counteract it because Aston Villa have always got an overload. And I just thought Villa really took control of the game. They were so good, moving the ball beautifully, making the game flow, taking control and setting a nice rhythm for the game. And what I liked about Aston Villa's performance today, the decision making was absolutely on point. They knew when to speed the game up, they knew when to slow the game down, they knew when to be dangerous in transitions or just be a bit more passive in possession to just slow and the tempo of the game down. It was a magnificent performance from Aston Villa. And Tielemans and McGinn ran the midfield, moving the ball sharply, but they were also sharp in the challenge tackles. As soon as Tottenham got the ball on the first touch, you had McGinn just driving into him. He was like a little pit bull in the middle of the midfield. And Tottenham had their chances. They were always going to have their chances. They were a Premier League football club. Premier League football clubs will have their moments in games. But this is why you need an elite goalkeeper. Emi Martinez with a crucial save at 1-0. But not only today, he does that time and time again for Aston Villa. And I can't believe some people out there don't rate Martinez because time and time again, he comes up with vital blocks in crucial moments. And that just lifts the spirit, lifts the mood of Villa Park, and we've seen that on display yesterday. Tottenham actually grew into the game, but Villa always had that cutting edge and didn't really look in trouble. They won that tactical battle, but also won the physical battle. And there is a couple of individuals I do want to speak about. Let's start with Morgan Rogers. I just love his profile as a player. Big, physical, he's got pace, he's got explosivity, he's powerful, he's got strength to hold off the defenders. He's got all the ingredients to be a consistent threat in transition and in the final third. He's devastating in transitions, and we're seeing that on display again yesterday. He's starting to build that relationship with other Villa forwards, and that's exactly what makes a team. Profiles and partnerships, and that's how you're successful. And this is what Unai Emery is slowly building at Aston Villa. We're going to be touching on their recruitment very shortly, but Spurs just couldn't cope with Morgan Rogers' positional awareness, hovering in the pockets, receiving the ball on the half turn, and then his ball carrying, his vision, his rate of pass is always consistent. Just from minute one, his movement, his ability on the ball, his technical ability was causing Tottenham real problems. I actually thought he could add a second goal, but we'll let that slide because his all-round performance today was absolutely brilliant. He ended the game with an assist and a goal, so he's starting to add that end product to his game, so it's only just going to improve with better players around him. And Jacob up Murphy is somebody that is improving each game. He's grown in confidence, and that's shown on the football pitch. He's beginning to look a lot more sharper on the left. He's got this excellent ability to roam inside, spot space, and use the channels to his advantage. It's a brilliant outlet for Aston Villa. And I think aside from Wolves, because of the performances he has been putting in recent weeks, he's earned that goal. He deserves that goal. And Boubacar Kamara, what a player this guy is. I say it every single time. Despite playing out of position, playing with a centre-back that hasn't played I know Konza started, but Bogard came on in the 30th minute. So he pretty much played the full game with Bogard, who hasn't been playing centre-back. He's always reliable. Excellent anticipation. He's actually so underrated aerially. He's super comfortable and composed on the ball. He allows Villa to play out from the back. He's got this long ball vision, and he's an exceptional duel winner. Is there anything this guy can't do? Because he's playing out of position and he's looking so comfortable. I just thought it was another spectacular performance, and in reality I don't think he's had a bad performance this season, but I want to give Aston Villa a lot of credit, not only for this performance but what they've done in the transfer window. They're showing ambition. Aston Villa have shown how to apply themselves in a window. Yes, they lost a marquee player in John Duran, but they just didn't sit and whinge about it. They've done something about it. The quality they've added to their squad gives them that little bit extra, gives them that extra 5-10% chance of finishing the Champions League again. It can be a massive plus to finishing higher in the league. It's not guaranteed that they do finish in UEFA Champions League place again, but at least they're giving themselves the best possibility. And even if they don't, fair enough, you can hold your hands up and say, you've had a go. You've been ambitious to really build on what you've built already and try and qualify for Champions League already, despite playing in the tournament. But what it does do, it now gives Aston Villa options. They've got so much squad depth. It's unbelievable. Rashford, Asensio, Donnell Malen all look brilliant today. I know Malen started the game, but at the time of Rashford coming on and Asensio coming on, the momentum was starting to shift towards Tottenham. Having players like this coming off the bench, making a big impact, can really change the wave of the game, and that's exactly what happened. Now, I often say that football's built on profiles and partnerships and systems. Unai Emery's brought in the right profiles to fit his system, and it's clearly shown. And the beauty about these three players, they all offer something different. You've got Rashford, who's got that direct ability, that ability to want to beat his man. I thought he looked positive, bright. He was trying to make an impact. He was pressing hard off the ball. Just think he's doing this in his first performance. It's only going to get better. And then you've got Marcus Asensio, somebody that you can clearly see when he steps onto a football pitch that he's played and won trophies at the highest level. He was brilliant when he came on yesterday, and it looks like he's already formed a partnership with other Villa forwards. The intelligence of this guy, the ability to bring others into the game, the ability to make others around him a lot better. I thought the two of them had a brilliant cameo. And what I loved about Aston Villa today was they wanted to play forwards, always looking to move the ball forwards, and that's all you want from your football team because it brings excitement and it allows you to win the game of football. And I want to give one final mention to Andre Garcia because I thought he had a tough time against Wolves in his debut. It was a derby. It was a really tough game to start your first game for Aston Villa, but I thought today he showed his quality. I thought today he upped his value by 10%. He looked very good today. And what I liked about him, he was comfortable out of possession. He was being an outlet on the right wing, but he was defensively solid. Good positioning. He kept Son quiet. Now, I know it's not the Son of old, but this is very experienced Son. But in truth, I don't think anybody in that Villa squad had a bad game. I thought Bogard done all right when he come on. Yes, he lost his man for Tottenham's goal, but that happens. For the rest of the game, he was absolutely on point. Garcia was good. Lucas Digne was good. Boubacar Kamara was good. McGinn was sharp and diving into tackles. You had Yuri Tillemans just controlling the game. Rodgers, Ramsey, Malen caused all sorts of problems with their off-ball movements. But I'm so happy for Marcus Rashford. So happy for him because he looked like he wanted to be there. And that's the most beautiful thing. You just want players to be happy and enjoy football. And it looked like even in that little cameo, I see more from Rashford than I have in the past 2 years at Man United. And it looks like Unai Emery will build that environment for him where he feels wanted, where he feels loved. And there's a real buzz about Aston Villa at the moment. So why wouldn't you want to feel loved? But look, Chelsea are out the cup. Liverpool are out the cup, Arsenal are out the cup, Man United aren't Man United of old, Tottenham are now out the cup. This is a strong chance for Aston Villa to go deep in this competition. Now, I know they've also got the Champions League, but there's a feel-good factor at Villa Park at the moment. So why would you want to stop that? They've got the squad depth. It's a real chance for them to win the domestic cup. And I think any Villa fan would absolutely love that. And if you loved this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I just wanted to make that because Aston Villa absolutely deserve full credit for their performance, for their ambition, their tactics, for the profiles they've put together. It's absolutely magnificent, and it doesn't look like slowing down. And that's the exciting thing for Villa fans. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on another episode. And until next time, up the Villa.